We are live. Hello, everyone. This is Jessie and Jason again, here to talk about the masculine and the importance of him taking his responsibilities here on Earth as a conscious being, dealing with other beautiful souls.
Oh, recording. Yeah, go.
All right. The reason why we're talking about this is because collectively this is coming up to bring union, and union in secret partnership cannot happen unless the divine masculine has taken full responsibility, meaning completely grounding himself into his role. And many times in our society, unfortunately, we have flipped things where the feminine is more responsible than the masculine. And we hear that already, like, since we were children, boys are always immature, girls are more mature. And this kind of programming, unfortunately, it poisons us with behaviors that are going to act as a way, in a way that we're going to be not in harmony and alignment between the feminine and masculine energy. So starting with those thoughts, we can see already why society is the way it is, right? Because men put a lot of weight on women, and women cannot be in their feminine energy when she's the one to carry responsibility that he's supposed to be carrying.
The programming is thick, to say the least. I've grown up, I've watched the movies, I've watched society, I've watched my parents, I've watched my neighbors, I've just watched everything around me. And it's all about the woman staying home, the woman, I hate even saying that, the feminine staying home, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids, the man, the masculine.
Just making money.
The ruler of the house goes out, makes the money, takes care, and that's it. And this is belittling everyone's natural power, everybody's natural gifts here. There's no balance. The man cannot lead the boat. Like, look what happens when I led the boat, and I've seen my father lead the boat and everyone else lead the boat. We just go to make money. It's our natural go-to. We just go and make money. We disconnect from our families. We disconnect from our children, and ultimately we're not in connection and in union with our families, and just leading to disconnection. As to where we flip the roles around. Us men, us masculines, we take the responsibilities that we're supposed to. We take care of the family. We take care of the family. We take care of our wife. We take care of the I don't want to say physical responsibilities, but the things that have to do with the physical body, and let the feminine lead the ship. Let her have the inspirations. Let her guide the family into experiences that are going to bring us closer together.
And so the roles, in the sense that what Jason is saying, and I want to take that from what you ended it, and the roles of the masculine have been made to be very, very small. So men or the masculine energy are supposed to only be focusing on money making, right? On providing. And providing, unfortunately, is not limited to money making. Providing is providing, nurturing energies, to provide, connection with children, provide a space, a safe space for the feminine to express herself. Providing is a lot larger than just providing money, right? But it suits the narcissistic, basically, consciousness to just provide money, because they have to do so little compared to their capacity. And when you do so little, what happens, the feminine takes on a lot of things, and then we're out of balance. And what happens in society, or in every household, basically, is she's so busy carrying responsibility that she doesn't have enough space to be herself, which means she's not able to provide for herself and her family what she is here to provide as well.
I just want to add to that, and how when the man, the masculine, the father, the family, whoever, when they want to go out and make money all day, spend 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, going to make money, coming home to their families and saying, "Oh, it's all for the family, it's all for us. We need this, we need that." No. This is all. I'm trying not to swear right now. So this is a lie. We'll believe it at that. And this is just the manifestation of the proof, showing that he doesn't want to be home with his family, that he would honestly rather go take a break, if you will, to go out, spend time doing his own thing, making money, and then coming home. And also, he has control of the money this way. So he has control of the family's
Where it goes, where,
yeah,
where it's spent.
the family's needs, and also has the power control of the dynamic in his relationship with the feminine. So she can't. So say he's no. Well, usually he suppresses her. So she needs this, this, and that. He's like, no, 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 can't do it, can't do it. And he gets to do whatever he wants, but she doesn't have the means to go and do what she wants. She has to ask him first, and this creates a dynamic to where he gets to lead the ship, gets to lead the family, and ultimately the family, his relationship is serving him, serving his ego. They're all there for him, to support him. He's made the money. Don't worry, we've gone home. I've done my part. Now everybody just, you know, can you make me some food? Everybody just stay away from me. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna do my own thing. This is just proving the manifestation of not actually wanting connection and union with the family, with his partner.
And that's such a good point here, is that to just provide money, for the masculine to just provide money, he's actually needing to do this because he wants to be away from his responsibilities, right? And then,
Ooh, away from his responsibilities, that hits
so
hard.
that's running away from responsibility. And the reason why responsibility is so heavy for the masculine, coming from that standpoint where it's all about him and it's all about his needs, is because in taking responsibility, you're going to have to put the ego on the side, right? The ego has to go completely on the side. The thoughts have to be on the side. And most importantly, you have to be in the present moment to be responsible of your environment. You have to be connected to your environment to be responsible of your environment, right? Responsible meaning responding to the environment. And so when it's easier to be disconnected to the environment, not care for what's going on, not respond to what's going on, than to respond.
Hold up, just I gotta elaborate on that.
Yeah.
So what she's saying is, I've been through this. It's much easier to go to work 8 hours a day, physical labor, or you're doing the same thing over and over again. It's harder. It's easier to do that than stay home and be emotionally responsible over your family and loved ones. This is going to take effort, patience. You're gonna have to let go of pride and ego. There's so many more emotionally challenging situations where it's like, nope, try not to swear. Nope, this is too much. Family needs the money. I'm gonna go to work, and that's the most important thing. You literally make up in your mind that money is the most important thing, and we need this over the emotional needs of our family and our loved ones.
And also, as you were talking, I was receiving that in responsibility, the core root of not wanting to take responsibility from the masculine standpoint is because there is consequences, right? And they're running away from that truth, right? That there are consequences for every action or for every choice of not responding, not taking, taking responsibility. There is consequences. And to live with this understanding there are consequences, life is not just going to be always beautiful and giving it to you. You're the one who's going to make sure things happen. This is the weight they do not want to feel, because in having consequences, that means they are not free to do whatever they want, right? So so a lot of men would say, if I have to take responsibility, it takes away my freedom. Freedom to do what? The freedom to make any choice regardless of the consequences. But now that there are consequences, I can't make every choice that I want. I can't make wrong choices. I can't go party. I can't go drink. I can't go whatever, right? Because there are consequences. And it's only after understanding what is of value to you, after understanding that life is not, we're not here to live life irresponsibly. We are here because we have to be responsive to how we're treating others, how we're treating our beloved, how we're treating our family, how we're treating earth. There is a responsibility, because if we don't act upon it, we actually destroy earth. And that's a harsh reality that we're not wanting to face many times. Humanity has created a lot of destruction on the planet. Those are the consequences of not being responsible, right? So we're not just, we can't use spirituality or God per se to say, oh, it's destined that I act or I don't act, it's going to be fine. No, that's the harsh truth, is you have to act for things to be fine. If it was this way, if the divine was the only thing intervening and we're just living, independently from that, then earth would not be, the mess that it is right now. It wouldn't be polluted, because again, we're not only the fact that we came forth to change the planet. So if we don't own our responsibility, children will get hurt, animals will get hurt, innocent creatures, trees, people, a lot of things will happen, even politically speaking. A lot of people do not own their responsibility. They just think of whatever choice I make, there are no consequences.
And I have personally lived this through experience where I was passive about my responsibilities because I didn't want to take emotional ownership over my family members because of the challenges it
Your
takes.
freedom is as well.
Well, first off, the freedom, it's not about you anymore. And I've lived a life of narcissism. So the first point I want to touch on is that it can almost feel impossible to take emotional or just take responsibilities period over your loved ones because you'll feel like a slave because you're not doing things for yourself anymore. Your family's not serving you, you are serving them. And with a closed heart, you will have resentment. You're going to, oh, I can't sleep when I want, I can't eat what I want, I can't go out and do what I want because I have to do this, I have to take care of this, take care of that, feed this and clean this, and so many responsibilities. So you have to actually do the inner work inside yourself, find your truth, find what means most to you, which is, I promise you, is connection with your loved ones. But you're going to have to start looking at the blocks and remove them so you don't feel the emotional enslavement of trying to do things for your loved ones with resentment. And also taking responsibilities just on its own can be coming from a place of it, from being so emotionally lazy, so just all about me. I'm gonna sit around 8 hours a day. I'm gonna watch movies. I'm gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna smoke this, drink that. I'm just gonna hang out with my friends. To go from that to 0 to 100, having a family, it's gonna take work. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not easy, and it's good. It's not just going to be handed to you. Oh, I love my family, I can do what I want. No. You're going to have to start taking the steps before you're emotionally ready for it. Just start doing it anyway, and you're going to start building value in yourself by doing the right thing.
And the thing is, many times the masculine energy believes that the more I take responsibility, the less I will be happy, right? So my freedom is taken away. I won't be able to just do whatever I want. And that's a lie, quite the opposite. When the masculine energy rise to the divine template that he is born to be, taking a responsibility frees you from your own mind. Why? Because like I said, to be responsible requires to be present. And when you're present, you're no longer allowing your mind and your thoughts to run the show or to consume you and take you away from the present moment. And it's only in the present moment that you do find love and connection. You can't find love and connection outside of, in the past or in the future. It's only in the here and now.
Yeah. So, I mean, anyone who's watching this can go into your own life and think, say you're with anyone who you love, anyone you enjoy their company. If you're sitting there thinking about the past, thinking about something that happened, or you're thinking about the future, that's something that could happen, this and that, are you grateful for what's happening right in front of you right there? Or are you literally in a different world? You're not even present into the moment where all the gifts are, where the connection is. You're sitting there just connecting with your thoughts. So for me, it's become almost a natural thing to get lost in my own world, to get lost in my own thoughts. So I'll be watching something and it'll trigger a thought and boom, I'm gone for 2 minutes. I'm thinking about this, that.
And that's such a disconnection from reality.
Yeah. So for me, this is my practice right now, really staying present in the moment, staying present with my loved ones. And I'm finding that this is where the gratitude is. This is where emotional fulfillment is. This is where the connection is. And the connection is what I value most. So this is what I'm striving for now. And when I do find myself gapping out, thinking of this, thinking of that, it's not even real. It's just a thought. It's just the past. That's something. You can't change the past. In the future, who knows what's going to happen? You're thinking about something that isn't even real.
Yeah.
Wasting time.
Yeah, God is saying right now, sorry.
No.
God is saying right now that when you are actually connected to the present moment, what happens is that you fall into a denser reality. So everything is a lot more serious. And when you do not take your responsibility, there's lightness, right? Because nothing is serious. That's why taking responsibility is so hard when you come from a place of wanting to run away from the seriousness of life, right? So there are lives at stake. If you don't act upon it, they will get hurt. All of that heavy all that heavy reality is something that many times the masculine do not want to face, because then everything falls on his shoulder, and then everything has to be, you have to think clearly before you make a choice. And that's actually the discipline that God wants to insert, is you have to choose wisely, because every choice has a consequence. So reality is a lot denser. And when you are connected to the present moment, you realize that reality is denser. There are, there are things that matter. I can't just be passive about things, right? Being passive about things have been your go-to every time.
For sure.
It was your coping mechanism.
And that's why now being in the present moment actually takes effort. I actually have to work on actually thinking, okay, what's going on here? See things in the future before they happen. Like, say my son is rolling on the bed or something. Oh, he might roll off. Like, stay present and see things before they're gonna happen. But if I'm sitting there gapping out, thinking about something else, I'm not even gonna. I'm not presently aware. I can't have my insights, my intuition, guide me and keep my family safe. So it's actually staying in the present moment actually keeps my family safe.
Yes, exactly. Amen. That's so deep, Jack. And many times the masculine, as the tendency in the programming that the feminine will be more responsible than him, he tends to allow himself to leave, right, in his thoughts, to get lost, because he knows that she's gonna take over, right? And that is unhealthy, because we're keeping this harmony in the relationship, and we can never be in union in this kind of setting, right, in this kind of dynamic. So it's so important that the masculine understands that if I rely on her, I will never be present. I will never
Own up to his own responsibilities.
own up and protect the people that I love, because she cannot protect those beings the same way he does, just like he can't protect those beings the way she does, right? So we have to allow each other, the masculine and feminine energy, to be the providers that they are meant to be. So, and not think that the feminine can do what the masculine can do, or the masculine do what the feminine does, right? So when he lets her do what he's supposed to do, things go bad, and vice versa.
Yeah, Des, we're going pretty long. I want to wrap this up with this thought. Not even a thought, with the truth. The truth is the divine masculine and the divine feminine. This is a sacred relationship, and it's not for everybody. But the truth is, if you are on this path, it is the divine masculine's duty to create the proper environment for her to flourish. This is him making her comfortable, making her feel safe, making her feel safe. Huge.
Yes.
Making her family feel safe, making sure everybody that she cares for is safe. And in this, she can be herself. She's not focusing on bringing the masculine inside of her, taking care of physical things. She can sit there, connect with God, and steer the boat and take the family to a new place. But without the masculine stepping up, without me stepping up into my role, taking my responsibilities, staying present in the moment, she will never be able to open like a flower, and will never be able to see her true beauty.
Yes, amen. And I'm going to end this with saying, when the feminine is given that space, she is able to provide the right energy at home that is conducive to the Christ consciousness, that is conducive to union, connection, happiness, joy, basically all the things that matter in life, right? But when she has been given that responsibility, then she is not able to provide that. And in the lack of providing this, there is stress and anxiety at home that happens, that is causing the whole family or the people that you're with to go downwards, so against the grain, right?
Yeah.
So thank you so much for listening, whoever is listening. And if you haven't, then this will be on YouTube.
If you want to talk with us on a deeper level, we offer sessions. If you want to connect with us, we can dive deep into any of these topics and more, help you bring you closer to your loved ones ultimately, and have stronger and healthier relationships. Other than that, you can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all the social media. We're posting content everywhere. All right, thanks everyone. We're gonna come again tomorrow. See ya.